What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back again with another 90-day fiancé update video, and this one is all about Usman, aka Usman, aka I can't even think of my own rap name, so I'm going to take somebody else's rap name and just take out a few letters. And you wonder why the career hasn't gone anywhere and why it won't go anywhere. Damn, can't even be original. But hey, with that being said though, let's start off by giving a big massive shout out to every single person that is a member of the channel, every single person that is a member of Patreon, and every single person that is a subscriber. Now with that being said though, today we're going to do something different, and we're going to start off by me requesting that we get up to 500 likes and more. Let's make it happen. 500 and more. Let's go. But with that being said though, Usman is someone that has definitely been questioned a lot of times. Hence the reason why I call him Userman, if you dig what I'm saying. But with that being said though, it seems to me as if 90-day Chisme decided to come out with some interesting screenshots. And I will be getting to those screenshots shortly. But let's start off by reading the caption so we can see exactly what 90-day Chisme is really thinking and what their narrative is. And then I'll give you guys my own narrative to what I believe is happening here. But as you can see, these screenshots obviously begin back on March 6, 2021. Usman sent a text to a woman he was talking to and said, "We gonna F tonight?" and immediately deleted it. He then said it wasn't for her, it was meant for his driver. That is interesting. So, did he mean he was going to F his driver, or his driver and him were gonna go find people to F? Right. Anyway, let's continue. He then said it wasn't for her, it was meant for his driver. The next morning on March 7, 2021, he sent a video to the same girl as if showing he was alone, but the other side definitely looks like there was a bed for two. And of course, that video is right here. As you can see him rotating the camera, and it does look like a bed for two, to be honest with you. It's definitely bigger than a double bed. It's probably a king size bed. Quite spacious room, to be fair with you, at the same time. So of course, him trying to show that there's no one else's belongings doesn't really say anything, to be honest with you. So him showing that video itself alone, if you ask me, is already suspect, because why would you want to show someone a video if you know you're telling the truth? And also, if someone is not your girl, then why would you want to show them that you spend the night alone? It shouldn't even be that deep. So the fact that he went as far as justifying his actions with a video, red flag, ladies and gentlemen, red flag. But anyway, let's continue. If it was during the Tanzania filming, then most likely he sent that to Kim, and not his driver. But it doesn't look like Sea Cliff Resort and Spa in Zanzibar, so maybe it wasn't for Kim. It wasn't Kim he sent it to. What can I say? What I can say is those are definitely African light switches. Light switches. At least in West Africa. Oh, Usman, the lies are going to start surfacing and unfolding. Now, here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, before I continue as well, it depends how you want to look at it. For me personally, this is back in 2021, around the March area. We know that 90-Day Fiancé before the 90 days definitely would have been filmed in 2021. But we also know that before 2021, Usman was definitely in communication with Kimberly. But not only was he in communication with Kimberly, but at the same time, he was also in communication with Zara. In fact, Zara was actually his girl from America for a while. And obviously, Kimberly was only his friend until Kimberly made it a mission to go and meet him in Zanzibar so she can convince him, to be her man. Kimberly was so freaking desperate that she flew from the States all the way to flipping Zanzibar to meet a man that is a waste man. And also on top of that, not only did she spend money on her own flights, which obviously you would, duh brain, but just adding up the expenses from her own flight, the expenses of her hiring, renting out, staying in the honeymoon suite, we know that's going to be expensive. And then also on top of that, at the same time, also buying Usman a PS5, and also on top of that, buying him a freaking MacBook as well. I'm pretty sure it was a MacBook or it was an iPad. It was one of the two. I can't remember too sure. But either way, she spent a lot of money to try and convince a man. To convince a man to be hers. that is going to go down as one of the most desperate acts of all freaking time on national television. Maybe there's been others that I haven't seen, but god damn, that is desperation on a whole different level. It's crazy because we know this, but talking about it again, I'm like, damn. But anyway, even though he may not have been in a relationship with Kimberly at the time, we all know that he was definitely in motion to meet with her, but also at the same time, we also know that he had been in a relationship with Zara as well. Whether or not this is the same timeline he was in a relationship with Zara, that of course is something that is also something that we should also consider as we're making our own assumptions and narratives, if you dig what I'm saying. But with that being said though, we also know that Usman still wanted Zara anyway, because even when Kimberly arrived, he was still texting Zara regardless anyway, which is something that we obviously found out when she reappeared at the tell-all, as well as her also being a part of the show here and there too. So it makes you wonder. So Usman had Kimberly on the go as a friend. He had Zara on the go as an actual potential partner. And also he was basically speaking to another woman and talking about how he wanted to stick it up her. Interesting. What a loyal man. Like I said before, the man is so original that he took someone else's name and removed a few letters. To be honest with you, sometimes someone's name should not be a red flag, but somebody's name can be a red flag, to be honest with you. Anyway, let's continue though, because as we go down, as you can see, Usman obviously came in, SOJABOY came in to like it, and also decided to leave a comment as well. And this is what he had to say. Continue with the promo, laugh out loud. As soon as the show came up, they will always use me to gain followers. I accept it good or bad. I won't block you. I will wait and see how your page will grow. Interesting he says that, because correct me if I'm wrong, but he talks about gaining followers. But the fact is though, this is coming from someone that has no musical fans really and truly. Does he have any people that are really fans of him from, when it comes to 90 Day Fiance? Not really. He's literally someone that people follow just to get a scoop on what he's doing, because everybody just wants to catch him out for his BS. That's what it is, mate. I mean, you could say that maybe I'm making a video to benefit. I am. You could say that 90 Day Chisme is making a post to benefit and grow. Probably is, but understand the main objective, or at least one of the objectives on both sides, is that we're just out to expose your freaking dumbass. Talking about good or bad. I won't block you. Ooh, I'm gonna cry so bad if you was to block one of us. Ooh. Anyway, with that being said though, at the same time, the young lady that's actually in these screenshots, who actually exposed the screenshots, also decided to chime in the comment section, where she's come out to say, we spoke for about 5 to 6 months via Snap, then moved to texting and WhatsApp. The number was verified by Lisa. Yes, baby girl Lisa. And I do have a message number to confirm that baby girl Lisa did verify that, and I will show you that shortly, ladies and gentlemen. But the matter of fact is, if you're telling me it was between 5 to 6 months, there was definitely a crossover between his conversations with Zara, considering he was in a relationship with her, and also definitely a crossover with Kimberly, even though they were just friends at the time. But the saddest thing is that he knew that Kimberly was a friend that was planning to meet him in Zanzibar, and he also knew that Kimberly was a friend that was also planning to meet him, so therefore they could actually give it a go in a relationship. He was definitely aware of that. So while he was leading on Kimberly, he was also doing a madness, or trying to do a madness with somebody else. Just like the post itself said, in particular at the very end to finalize everything, oh Usman, the lies are going to start surfacing and unfolding, and I'm all for it. So shout out to you, honey. Come on now. Well, that is if you're a female, of course. I assume you are, but yeah, shout out to you, honey or buddy. Yes, depending. But with that being said though, let's jump into the screenshots and let's break it down and see what has been said. So as you can see here, ladies and gentlemen, as we begin at the very top here, you've got the part where, the woman's talking about hookups don't stay. You don't have to if they don't go. And obviously that's in response to him saying that I don't go after women. Oh wow, Usman is that much of a top boy that women come to him. He's that much of a top rapper that women come to him. But correct me if I'm wrong though. Usually women go to rappers who have the money. Isn't Usman the one that keeps going on a show called 90 Day Fiance, and then the women are actually spending money on him? He's doing the whole reverse. Maybe rappers have got it wrong the whole time. Instead of them splashing their money to get women to come to them and be hungry as hell and be thirsty as hell and look like idiots, maybe he's like, you know what, I'm going to get them to come to me and to pay me. Maybe the man does have intelligence. Or maybe it's because he goes to them. I'm going to go with that he goes to them. But anyway, let's continue. And to be fair with you, if women did go to him, I'm pretty sure in this conversation itself in particular anyway, I'm sure there would have been a part of it where, you know, the real hot mama Jess, who's obviously the woman on the other side, she would have obviously made it clear that, well, I didn't come to you, you came to me. So yeah, anyway, let's continue. And now obviously he says they would have been long gone by the time you sent this video. It was 5 a.m. your time, and that was in reference to the video itself in question that we spoke about before, ladies and gentlemen. Now, of course, at the same time, as we move over to the next part of the screenshots, it says here, because the way you are complaining, I don't like it. I am not complaining, but I don't take well to my man stepping out effing other chicks. Don't think many chicks would, but doubt the chicks you are effing know you have a girlfriend neither. They likely think they're special too. So clearly at this moment in time, he definitely had a relationship with somebody. And I'm going to go with Zara at this moment in time. So the fact that that's even been exposed is exposing him even more. Silly man. And he wants to come in the chat and he wants to talk about, you want to use me and you're going to get growth from me. Shut up and sit down, Mr. SOJABOY. How about you go back to the drawing board, okay? Instead of focusing on sleeping with bare girl over here, you should go back to the studio, learn how to rap properly, fix your flow, fix your lyrics, okay? You know what I mean, okay? Then actually produce a good music video and then actually do an actual promotional scheme that actually gets you out there and hope for the best. But to be honest with you, if you've been doing it for a couple of years and you haven't gone anywhere, well, clearly, that's a sign to say maybe you need to go elsewhere. It's quite tragic when your rapping skills are appalling. The person who produces your music, does the engineering, does the mixing and mastering is appalling. The people that do your videos are also appalling. Your acting's appalling in music videos. Your acting's appalling on the screen. Oh my goodness. There's so many things he needs to work on really and truly. And he's putting his energy into this. Damn, some people just don't have their priorities in the right place. But hey, SOJABOY. But let's continue. Now, also, it does continue by saying, with him obviously responding with, and of course, her asking, am I wrong? Remember, I am a child of a musician. I'm not stupid. My own father was off effing bees the day I was born. I know the game. Why is honesty so difficult? I don't go after women. This guy is a clown, man. Bloody hell. Anyway, moving on to the next screenshots, ladies and gentlemen. It does say up here though, where she's replying to him, or so he's replying to her, where she's come out to say, I really don't want to believe anything that was said, that was being said on pics. How can you just use people? But seeing the way you want to kick me to the curb. And obviously he responds with the word car. And I don't know if that's just a language barrier. But anyway, continues by saying, no, I can buy if I want you. So now I don't know if he's talking about how he can say that he can buy her if he wants to. But if that is what he's saying, that's definitely a lie, because we know the man cannot. Did I say man? What the hell? We know the boy can't buy anything, man. He's always using women for their monies. That's how much of a man he is. Sorry, my apologies. That's how much of a boy he is. SOJABOY. So dumb boy. Anyway, let's continue. Then why would I have to? I'm not your wife. You barely even acknowledged me. I said no. You're basically gone. You were basically gone. Clearly you don't want me. And then he says, then why didn't you? Oh no, sorry, that's already been said, isn't it? I didn't go. Like I said, I am self-employed with 4 businesses and 3 kids. You think I am resting at home, but because I don't something on planes and spend money doesn't mean I don't work my ass off. It means that she probably has her priorities in the right place, because, well, she's got 3 kids to feed and she ain't got time to be doing a madness. But then again, she had time to entertain this guy, to be fair, which is quite concerning. 4 businesses and 3 kids, and you had time to entertain this clown? Damn, girl, I would have thought a woman with 4 businesses and 3 kids would have been putting her attention in a guy that's actually gonna make her feel wanted, not a guy that's gonna be flaking her like there's no tomorrow. But then again, though, unless she did all of this just to get some tea against Usman, I wouldn't put it past her. If that was the case, well, Either way though, still be focusing on your own business, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to expose people. But anyway, let's continue. Ladies and gentlemen, it continues also on the other side by saying, I do everything with zero help. My exes do not pay me any support and my kid's dad does not pay child support. And of course, responding to Usman saying, I didn't go. It was either you was telling me not to be with you or extremely short answers. If you replied at all, while your WhatsApp say online, I kept WhatsApp open on my MacBook and it would show you and whomever on my accounts uses WhatsApp on and off, and only when I would. Man, this sounds a bit like stalkerish behavior. I'm not lying to you, you know what I'm saying? I told you I'm an honest person. God damn, you honest with that. It's madness. Yeah, I'll be stalking when you're online. I'll be stalking when you're offline. Anyway, I am well educated and quite frankly, I am a effing catch. Oh, god damn. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. One of the biggest turn-offs for me is when a woman tells me that she's a catch. Why are you telling me you're a catch for? Isn't it up to me to figure out whether or not you are a catch for me? You may be a catch, but are you a catch for me though? That is the question. And that is something that I have to figure out. But if you're telling me you're a catch, at that point, boy, one or two things is going to happen. It's either one, I'm out, or at that point, wherever you're catching up, I'm only staying there just a beat. I ain't even staying because I actually have any interest because telling me you're a catch, that's not actually that I like. I like to you. So you better be lucky that I just bounced because if I stay, like I said, I'm just staying with a beat. You just won't know about it. I'm just being honest, okay? Come on. Anyway, let's continue. I will always look for the best in everyone, no matter what is said, no matter how many times I have been tossed aside. This is my biggest fault, but I guess you're effing that driver. We will see. It's quite interesting because you talk about, you know, I will always be lookout for the best for everyone, no matter what is said, no matter how many times I get tossed aside. So basically, you like to be tossed aside, and that is why you continue to still give this waste man attention. Damn, you got 4 businesses and 3 kids. Some things just don't really make sense sometimes. But anyway, nonetheless though, at the same time though, the fact is though, this is Usman. More proof to say that Usman is a user man. We've been saying it, I've been saying it, and we're going to continue saying it. This is a man that just likes to use women for 1, their body, and 2, for their bank account. And that's something that we've definitely seen on the 90 Day Fiance episodes. But at the same time though, I did tell you guys that I was also going to give you the the confirmation that baby girl Lisa did confirm that the number that this number is Usman's, and this is legit Usman himself in particular, and that is right here. Oh no, that's not the screenshot. Where is it? Oh, it's right here, my bad. As you can see here, ladies and gentlemen, baby Kalisa did chime into the chats. It wasn't in this chat necessarily, it was a chat actually where the real mama, hot mama, actually released these screenshots where she says you need to show the first conversation with the date. And of course, this is obviously just showing that baby Alyssa has been getting involved within the live chat. And yes, she did confirm to the young lady that yes, this is obviously Usman. Hence the reason why she's in the chat talking about you need to show the first conversation with the date. So that would be quite interesting. But hey, you let me know what you're thinking. Do you think that this is more and more proof that Usman is a user man who lacks the ability to even think of his own original name? So he takes somebody else's and removes a couple of letters so he can instead of calling him SOJABOY, we call it SOJABOY, because really and truly he doesn't even have a soul, does he now? The way he's moving, soulless mofo. He's going to hell. What a shame, what a shame, what a shame. Yeah. Anyway, let me know what you're thinking and we'll talk about it. But don't forget though, 500 likes, 500 likes, but not if, we can do it. 500 likes, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Don't forget, you can become a member though, or if you want extra content, Patreon is down below in the description. We are done and we're out. Peace.